Remember when I said I'd cross off a thing off my bucket list every birth month? Well, it's January again, and I've never been to Universal Studios Japan. I think it's time we fix that. Let's go to Osaka. Located in the Kansai region of Japan, Osaka is 2.5 hours away from Tokyo by bullet train. It's often called Tenka no Daidokoro, or the nation's kitchen. Originally because as a trading port, it was where the feudal lords of old Japan kept warehouses to store food and produce. Today, most people just associate the nickname with the diverse culinary options you find in the area. There's just lots of good food here. Joining me on my journey today are my best girls, fellow January birthday celebrant Yi, and the donut purist to whom holeless fried dough shall never pass, Miho. Our first stop, Dotonbori. One of the best things to do in Dotonbori? Eat street food. And since Osaka is known to be the place where takoyaki was first invented, this was at the top of our list. We also had takosen, which is takoyaki balls sandwiched in crispy shrimp rice crackers. And of course, crab meat. After a quick stop at our hotel to check our bags in, we headed back out, this time to explore Shinsekai, which was a lot quieter than when I last visited it. Apparently, our timing was off because we arrived the day after a festival, so many of the shops were closed. Also, Tsutengaku Tower was under construction, so it looked quite lonely without the bright lights coming from it. Nevertheless, we had so much fun playing festival games. I was in Osaka at the beginning of 2020, and I don't remember having these many shateki stalls at all, but they're all over the place now. And they come with a bunch of adult capsule toys and even adult claw games. I don't know whose idea it is to market Osaka's tourism as both retro and tongue-in-cheek adult, but against the high culture of neighboring Kyoto, I guess it kind of works. And then there's the food. Shinsekai in particular is popular for kushikatsu, basically deep fried anything that you dip in sauce. We ate so much of this and it was so good. For some reason, I also had the courage to try shirako for the first time, which is basically fish sperm. I just swallowed. It's day 2 and we started the day at the Kisaten, a Showa-style Japanese coffee shop. After fueling up with a tasty breakfast, we head off to cross USJ off my bucket list. Fun fact, a lot of people outside Kansai call Universal Studios Japan USJ, while people in the Kansai region tend to call it Uniba. We visited the Harry Potter section first, and I didn't expect to be so moved by it. I don't consider myself a Potterhead, but I did read all the books growing up, so it was a magical experience seeing the words I read in childhood come to life. Nintendo World was an eye candy, but it was way too crowded for me. Even with the timed entries, it still felt like it was over capacity, and as someone with a fainting tendency, this wasn't as fun. After a bunch of rides, we left USJ and went back to Dotonbori to cap the night with delicious food. We had okonomiyaki, yakisoba, and katsudon. So, how does it feel to cross USJ off my bucket list? Honestly, I've come to realize how much older I've become because I get tired after a few rides. More than anything else, what I really loved is being with my friends. They're from different friend groups actually, and seeing them interact and have fun made my heart swell with so much joy, like I was the luckiest person on earth. I've been to Osaka a number of times, once on a date, and once on a solo trip where I mostly worked. None of those trips really made a mark. But this is the most I've enjoyed my time in Osaka, and I owe it all to these two girls who've made this trip such a memorable one. At long last, I can finally say, I like Osaka.